Big story we've been tracking for the past few weeks. Both the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry and the Parliamentary Committee probing alleged political interference in policing and operations of criminal syndicates in South Africa are on a break for today. At the Commission, testimony revealed WhatsApp messages allegedly exchanged between suspected cartel kingpin Vusumuzi Kat Matlala and 5 other key individuals, including Brown Mokhotsi. That name has come up again and again. But the Commission's proceedings were halted yesterday after safety concerns were raised for a witness who was testifying remotely and through an intermediary, this witness known only as X. So that's on the part of the Commission. Then in Parliament, suspended Deputy Police Commissioner Shadrack Sibiya was also facing questions from MPs. Much of the focus there was on his alleged ties to Kat Matlala and Brown Mokhotsi. Sibiya also defended Minister Senzo Mchunu decision to disband the Political Killings Task Team. So there is a lot going on with these two different proceedings. Let's break it down with you. We're joined by independent crime expert Dr. Christa Kok and Dr. Leonard Max, who is a former Western Cape Police Commissioner. To both of our guests, thanks very much indeed for your time. And I'm sure you both will agree that following these two different events, the ad hoc committee on the one side and then the Commission of Inquiry on the other, where the evidence overlaps to the extent that it does, it's incredibly difficult, and I wonder how it's being managed on an information scale, Dr. Max, in terms of information that's coming out on the one side, information coming out of the other side.
Yeah, it is difficult. I could not actually monitor the Madlanga Commission yesterday, but I monitored the ad hoc committee's questioning. Yes, I expected that the other side, when the other side is going to be heard, that there will be counter allegations, and that is happening now in the evidence of Lieutenant General Sibiya, the Deputy National Commissioner. It is also clear to me that there is no love lost between the National Commissioner, Sibiya, as well as Mkhwanazi. Now, what I sense was that I don't think, and I might be wrong, is that the appointment of Sibiya as Deputy National might be done or recommended by the minister at the time, and that is Minister Cele. I might be wrong, but I could sense that if it was the choice of the National Commissioner, he would not have appointed Sibiya as a Deputy National Commissioner.
Dr. Christa Kok, you know, there's definitely a theme coming out about whether this is all, and this is what Shadrack Sibiya had to say yesterday in Parliament, is that everything that's happened since that press conference held by the KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, to the inquiry being set up, to the ad hoc committee being set up, and everything that's happened in between, really is about factional battles in the SAPS, and it has nothing to do with these 121 dockets from the Political Killings Task Team. How do we make head or tail of an assertion like that?
I think we must remember that General Sibiya is trying to explain why these allegations are against him and try to put some question marks on especially General Mkhwanazi, because it seems that's the main conflict there, and that he will do everything possible to do that. Now, when they bring back General Mkhwanazi and General Samola and even Khumalo, then these questions have to be asked. Is this all about internal battles? But I must say, one thing that he admit, and quite openly, was that he is friend with Mr. Brown Mokhotsi, that Mr. Mokhotsi took him to Cape Town or invited him to Cape Town. We know of this analysis of the WhatsApp by Khumalo that everything was paid for. Now, I think we have to go back into the history to the late Commissioner Jackie Selebi. He was found guilty in court for actually only one thing, and that was his corrupt relationship with certain underworld figures here in Johannesburg.
Right.
And that is the main lesson is a police officer, all police officers, whatever the rank, should never be friends with people who are questionable.
Right.
That can't be your friends.
I mean, that seems quite obvious, right? So, Dr. Max, I want to just flip between the ad hoc committee and the Commission of Inquiry now, because both things can be true, right? This can be about factional battles on the one hand, and it may well be true, but it can also be, and there's evidence to back this up, about this corrupt relationship that Dr. de Kock has just outlined to us. So at the ad hoc committee, Sibiya was asked about whether he was concerned that Brown Mokgotsi gave him information. He said he was concerned that he gave him information that he already knew. There's another question from an MP saying, but were you not concerned that someone like Brown Mokgotsi, who has clear ties to someone like Vusumuzi Cat Matlala, who is allegedly an underworld figure, were you not concerned that he even had this confidential police information? And then Sibiya's answer was interesting, and he will surely have to answer for this in whatever forum it is. He says, no, I used it to my advantage and to survive. What do you make of that, Dr. Max?
Yes, that is a totally unacceptable relationship. And the question was also, why did somebody with such a character have free entrance to a person like him, the Deputy National Commissioner? No, that raised serious questions of association with a particular group of people who got questionable characters. And I think, and that is also what the National Commissioner referred to in his testimony about the reason why he suspended Sibiya and about the 121 dockets. Sibiya also said that the conflict between them is not about the dockets, as my colleague said, Dr. de Kock. He said it's about the succession race to become the Hawks chief. And he also applied for it, and he was looking forward to be interviewed. And then this happens now. So he's actually prejudiced by this allegations not to participate in that particular interview, because most of the Hawks commanders work under his command before. But on the one hand, it is good that this come out so that the allegations can be dealt with against him of possible corrupt relationship with these underworld figures.
Right. And Dr. de Kock, much as he tried to, Sibiya, the suspended Deputy National Police Commissioner, cannot explain away this relationship seemingly with people who are known to be underworld figures, but we'll still say alleged at this stage. There was another question, Dr. de Kock, by one of the MPs asking him, is it proper that heads of police have contact with service providers like Cat Matlala? And his answer was interesting. He says, you know, Cat Matlala was very well known in the corridors of the police. And no, it's quite proper that even the Deputy National Police Commissioner has contact with someone like that. He is a service provider after all. I mean, is that answer absurd?
No, I think it's a bit absurd. And I think, I mean, there is a specific division or section in the police service component, which is supply chain. And I think if there should be any business, it should be between officers in supply chain and business people. Again, it doesn't even have to be under underworld figures. You can't allow between an operational commander like him or any operational person and a big business, any relationship there, because it can lead to all kinds of things.
Yeah, that absolutely makes sense. The crime intelligence boss, Tumisani Khumalo, meanwhile, is back in the dock there.